this whole league of one land spy had it all. We had some upgrades, some new staples. Honestly, I think Faithless Looting is a must-have in the deck moving forward. Manamorphose, I'm still not too sure on, but we got to go through the deck, increase its consistency. We got to play around so much graveyard hate, a little bit of sequencing and good sideboarding, and then finally a little bit of alternate win conditions right at the end for a very sweet set of games. Enjoy. Playing some one land spy, and you may actually notice a lot of different things going on in this hand. I'm actually going to keep it because there's a way to get my land, and I have plenty of ways to try and draw into an enabler. I'm up against a white strategy here. Okay, so this might be, this is the artifact land. Okay, so this is probably the All That Glitters artifact deck, which is fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to cycle my Street Wraiths just yet. I'm going to use I'm going to see what I draw. Maybe I draw like a Simian Spirit Guide or something. In which case, actually, these are actually more valuable to me. The Lotus Petal is probably net more valuable to me. So it's better that I try and draw the land. Okay. Cycling the Dread Return. Guess what, folks? So part of the tech that we're working with right now is that we're playing Faithless Looting, because there are so many times where I'll run into a situation where I draw something like Dread Return. What do? I can only go off with like a crap ton of mana. Well, guess what? We don't need to do that anymore. I can now cast by returning, reveal my hand, play the land, and then next turn, I can potentially go off. All right. And I say potentially, that's a big if, but the Faithless Looting is a big bump up towards that, because now what I can do is, heck, you know what? Even if I don't go off next turn, I could try and go off the turn after that. I can take the Faithless Looting, I can put it away. The Manamorphose helps me fix my mana if my mana gets a little awkward, because I'm tapping out my block source to potentially go off. I have the Lotus Field, so there is that. But next turn, I don't even think I'm like really dead. I could be. I say I don't think I am, but I could be. So I'm gonna chance it. I don't really see the risk just yet, but there could be, because this is a deck that's gonna be playing the artifact mana leaks. So at this point, what I'm gonna do, I don't know how much I should try and go off here. How much I should look for what I need. I could dig, but I would lose you know what, I think it's worth it. I would lose a Manamorphose, or sorry, a Wild Cantor to do so, but I think I have relatively more than enough enablers here to start doing things. I can't really go off, but the Faithless Looting digs me. That's the key. The Faithless Looting digs. Okay, so in this case, we're actually going to pop the Dread Return and the Generous Ent. And the Generous Ent into the yard. And I'm going to pass through. That's fine, because I'm not any closer to any single one of my enablers. That's okay, because we've gone through so many cards in my deck right now. I am looking at almost, at this point when I untap, the top 15 cards in my library. That's what I'm looking at right now. And so that should give me more than enough opportunities to potentially find one of my enablers. The thing is, now that I found a Dark Ritual, I've lost the ability with my Wild Cantor to gain that mana to net that back, but I put the creature into my yard, so in case I draw into something like a Songs of the Damned or whatever, like I already have so many types in my yard, they've already used their second blue source here. The counterspell's not coming. They are looking for an All That Glitters, so I'm still being given time. Thing is, though, I'm now going to be at 11. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, no, 6 artifacts out. Lethal is just around the corner. Okay, so we need to find something fast. Dark Ritual. Okay. I mean, I can't do much. There's not much I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna just cast this and hold back. I'm gonna make them think I have something, which I don't. But if I need to, I could get desperate and use both my Lotus Petals, which actually is a pretty valid option considering what I'm doing right now. I just don't want to have to if I don't really need to, because what I can do here is I can Lotus Petal for black, Dark Ritual, Faithless Looting. I could have done this whole Faithless Looting thing last turn, but I still want to give myself some time here. Okay, so that's the 7th artifact. 7, 9, 10, 11. They have Xaxes if they play all that glitters. I could have just gone for it. But you see what Faithless Looting is doing for us here. And I've included the Manamorphose instead of the Rite of Flames. Because the Rite of Flames are great. They help with mana and they help you with going off on turn 1. I find though that a lot of times this deck is largely about consistency. So they found what they needed. Yeah. Yeah, they found what they needed. 9, 11. Yeah, they have Xaxes. Yeah, so I think we have to concede unless they just don't go for it here. Unless there's some reason they do not go for it. And I could have. So let's see if I like kind of spun my wheels here. Could I have like really gotten there? I'm not sure. I'll never be able to tell. You know what? I'll just concede here. I'll just concede here. I won't show them much, but I have the Faithless Looting. That's like kind of the tech I'm working with. Regardless, though, in this matchup, I think we're pretty solid. And another reason why I brought in the Manamorphose specifically and the Faithless Looting is, although we had the Rite of Flames, they didn't work for us the way we needed them to work for us. We would, in the post-board scenarios, a lot of times bring in this Highland Forest. And so it was a red source. Manamorphose is another way to fix that. It's another way to draw. And I also wanted to try Faithless Looting off a recommendation off of someone in the Mill Discord. Try it out for consistency's sake. Now, I want to lose 2 lands or 2 spells here. I'm actually going to drop 2 Cabal Rituals. I think just like potentially not even getting there is a thing. I could actually get rid of 2 creatures. There is that. So I could actually keep the Cabal Rituals, drop probably like 2 Street Wraiths, and call it there. Like the life total probably will matter here, especially against the burn matchup. I see myself potentially removing those, but I think this is good. So we're bringing in like 4 creatures, maybe leave some creatures on the side. This deck is really not going to be going for life gain against us. It's going to be interaction. It's going to be trying to get faster than us. They're going to try and hold up a mana leak. And again, we take out the Troll of Khazad-dûms because, well, the Troll doesn't look for a Highland Forest. You need to play a forest, as always. This question comes up. It came out for me, especially because land grant looks for a forest. You gotta play land grant to play Woodland Spy, so you need forests. So it's unfortunate because the ideal second land is actually a black-red land, because then you could you don't really have to worry about casting land grant. You can filter into like a Wild Cantor. Wild Cantor largely becomes the only uncastable spell in your deck if land grant was able to look for a spell that type. But to be fair, this deck would be a lot more consistent. I realize I'm the one left to submit. I'm just going to go at it. So I have my enabler. I have my way to get land. The problem is this hand does not get anywhere fast enough. I think that's my number one problem. 3 enablers in total really makes this like a mull to 5. So I'm happy to mull one more time. So I have my enabler. Just a way to find a land, I guess. I'm going to drop Simian Spirit Guide. I'll keep the Cabal Ritual because, yeah, I don't really have a way to go off. I am on the play. I think what I can do here is just get off like Tinder Wall, Wild Cantor, go into the graveyard. Lotus Petal goes into the graveyard. Simian Spirit Guide does not go into the graveyard. So I'm trying to see if there are ways for me to put cards away here. Get a lot of mana here. Okay, there you go. Ingot Chewer is actually pretty sweet. I'm tempted to use that. And I think I might. I might actually just use the Ingot Chewer here. This slows me down a lot, but I think just taking out their land is pretty good here. Taking out the land, what that does is just it forces their creatures to have to tap, and then it also stops without tapping their creatures from them casting, the all that glitters for now. So taking out that white land is relatively key here. I'm wondering if I actually slowed them down a lot there. Wondering. So they can't have casted a counter spell, by the way. You know, you need to kind of tap for that. But that island not being an artifact, huge for us in general. So they'll attack. Interesting. Okay. What? Ninja. This deck plays... Yeah, you know what? I always forget this. I always forget this deck plays like stuff like that. Okay. Play it back. There's... Okay, so there's our land. Which kind of helps. So the reason I say it kind of helps is that we get our land. And what this does is it puts 3 cards into our yard. The Generous Ent was actually pretty nice instead of just like naturally drawing a land. Okay. So really what I'm looking out for is, are they going to hold up like the counter spell? If they're holding up like Springleaf Drum, Ornithopter plus the other ones, then they got the Mana Leak in hand. If they only swing with like the Moon Circuit, then they have it in hand. Which I don't know. I can't really play around. It's tough. Okay, so they're tapping out their blue. Okay, yeah, they just want to draw cards. That's fine. So I could potentially go off this turn if I have like one more. If I draw like a Manamorphose, I think. Oh no, I need more than that. Draw a card. Yeah, this is where it gets sticky. I'm not fast enough right now. That hand was probably like a bad keep in general. Maybe I could have gotten more aggressive, especially in game 1. Just kind of going for it. So I think they got lethal. Oh, fun. The land grant. I mean, that land grant wasn't like naturally like I shuffled my library with the Generous Ent, so it's not like you can't really predict that happening. But I think what we can at least do is play Tinder Wall. Pass the turn. Tinder Wall. This at least gives me like 1 more mana, which is important. Okay, so you have the All That Glitters on the flying creature. Do they have lethal here? They swing all? If I block with the Tinder Wall, do I gain something out of this? What? Why are you leaving back the Gingerbrute? They might be miscounting. This might actually be good for it. Yeah, there you go. You're miscounting. So they have the counter spell. 10. So I have to block this one. I don't think I win, but I mean, this is an instant. Okay, move to block. So I have to block here. That's a sorcery, unfortunately. So I can't like instant speed put it in my graveyard. That'd be ideal. Yeah, Moon Circuit draws a card. So it's tap to add blue. You tap 2 other artifacts. And yeah, they have the counter spell. So unfortunate. I don't think I get there. They draw a card. I don't think I end up getting there, but it was a good effort. Probably could have mulliganed a little bit harder. I think this would have done it here. Yeah, because I would have been able to Tinder Wall. I mean, I could Lotus Petal, Wild Cantor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. No, there's no way to do it because Threshold requires 7. I could go to 6. Oh well. All right. GG's, that's it. That's just playing combo and Pauper. I probably could have been a bit more aggressive, but let's keep trying Faithless Looting and Manamorphose. So queues are actually super fast today for some reason, or just, I don't know, maybe it's the time of day, but this is a funny hand. No, I don't think I can keep this. I am on the draw, but I like, usually you want like either the land or an enabler. We can mulligan this. So this gives us the land. It has an enabler, double Cabal Ritual. I think I'll keep this and maybe just drop Ent, honestly. Drop Land Grant. So why do I want to be like revealing my hand twice? But it does put 2 cards in the graveyard without costing mana. You have no land cards in your hands. You land grant, play the land grant again, then Street Wraith. That's like 3 cards in yard right there. We draw 1. I think that's probably better. Yeah, I think we probably drop the Generous Ent. Because like I have to work off these Cabal Rituals. Young Wolf. Okay. Yeah, I have to work off these Cabal Rituals. And the Lotus Petal. That's actually really nice. Okay, so we land grant. Woodland Chasm. Then we land grant. Don't have a second land. Cycle Street Wraith. Wild Cantor. Okay. So that's 3 cards in yard. Card number 4, 5, 6. I need like 1 more card to go in yard to this for this to work. Even still, I mean, that is a card that goes in a yard. So I could just wait here. This looks like mono green Stompy. So what's my, again, just thinking of my plan here. 1, 2, 3. So just do that now. So that's 6. Then we Cabal Ritual into 3 mana. That'll give us our 7th. Then we Cabal Ritual again to get to 6 mana in total. We destroy the evidence. It's not the enabler we're looking for, but okay, that's fine. We'll wait. We'll wait. I don't think this deck will get us like that quick. This deck wants to go wide. All right, well, that speeds things up just a bit. All right. Yeah, get that into the yard. Shuffle through. Right. Land grant is actually hilarious. That's a free one. Goes to 5. Hopefully they just don't have a fight spell. I'll pass through here. Yeah, hopefully they just don't have a fight spell. Because then I think I can win next turn. I think I can win next turn. Hopefully they're just stuck on like one green mana. They can't do much with 1 green mana. They have 5. Sure, I take 5. I go to 8. I don't think they have lethal. Yeah. They're gonna cast something here. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I kind of have to try and go off here. That's unfortunate. I can't go off. I needed that Wild Cantor. But yeah, I mean, it's in the yard, but so I play the Lotus Petal, 1 Cabal Ritual, land grant. Actually, wait, I can. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, land grant, Lotus Petal. We go Cabal Ritual, that's 5, 5. Oh, yeah, sweet. Wait, I can. No. Okay, so we cast by revealing our hand. All right. Gotta love the land grant. Okay. All right, so we get... Yeah, we just get black. Then we Cabal Ritual. Cabal Ritual. There you go. That's exactly enough mana. That's exactly enough mana. We have 3 mana for the Dregscape. All right, Dregscape. And then where's the other Dregscape Zombie? Let me combo off. Dregscape. All right. And then we have Dread Return. Targeting. All right, we do the thing, Lotleth Giant. Sacrifice 1, 2, 3. Huzzah. Oh, that's sweet as hell. Nice, we got there. Hey, a little bit of patience when your opponent doesn't have a clock. Feels pretty good. Now, a deck like this will probably be bringing in like Relic of Progenitus against us, so kind of just have to do this, I think. We are on the draw. And yeah, I think they have to be bringing in Relic against us, so I feel like it's almost like I always have to be doing this. So drop these 2, drop 2 Street Wraiths, just do the classic, you know. I drop my land, Troll of Khazad-dûm, 2 Street Wraiths. I'm at 60. I think we submit this way. We don't really care about their graveyard. Haunting Misery, like, I don't even, like, Haunting Misery is like an alt win con. I just, like, if I see Faerie Macabre, then I guess I have to play around it. See, this hand is bad. One of the Dregscape, but if I had Faithless Looting, this hand wouldn't be bad. Wouldn't be as bad. We're gonna mulligan this. We're on the draw too, so you can't really necessarily complain about stuff like this. You keep this, you drop Destroy the Evidence. I have the land, I have an enabler, and I have the I have a Faithless Looting to churn through my deck. So there's a lot of value here. There is a lot of value in this, and especially with a Cabal Ritual and a Songs of the Damned. If I draw in another enabler, I could just put the Destroy Evidence away. Faithless Looting counts. It's like Faithless Looting itself is just a spell, so you take Faithless Looting and 3 other spells. Lotus Petal, Wild Cantor. That's already 5 spells in our hand that we're seeing is gonna go to the graveyard before we cast like Cabal Ritual. Maybe we cast like Songs of the Damned, something like that, but this could happen. It could happen. Okay, Kyrian hits us for 1. Lots of mana on their side of the battlefield. They already played the land though. Yeah. Yep. Balustrade Spy helps. So I am gonna Faithless Looting here in this case. I'm gonna Faithless Looting. I may actually put the Wild Cantor in the graveyard because I have the Lotus Petal to field to generate black. Okay, so I win next turn. Hold on. I win next turn. One of them has to be Destroy the Evidence, I think. And then we keep Ingot Chewer just in case. My question is, do I put the Ingot Chewer in there to help Songs of the Damned? Like, what's my math next turn? I drop Ingot Chewer, drop Wild Cantor, Lotus Petal, black. Gives me 2 Dark Ritual, brings me up to 4. 1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lotus Petal 6. Doing the math wrong here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's close. Close. Like, I don't exactly go off. Oh, I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it has to be Wild Cantor, Ingot Chewer. But I'm hesitant. But I'm playing a combo deck, so maybe I'm supposed to just go for it. So I'm gonna drop Ingot Chewer though. You know what? I'm actually just gonna drop Destroy the Evidence because Ingot Chewer can just like go into the grave. Like I could just cast it and it doesn't do anything. I'm gonna drop the Destroy the Evidence. I'm making an executive decision. I'm dropping the Destroy the Evidence because at the end of the day, Ingot Chewer can just be placed into the graveyard. It doesn't need to target upon cast. It needs to target on graveyard. It could enter the battlefield. It could fizzle. I could use, yeah, it could fizzle, and then what I can do, Songs of the Damned, Dark Ritual, Cabal. I should have enough with the Balustrade Spy, I believe, mathematically here. What is this? Oh, yeah, I think, so I should just win off this. Yeah, another Songs of the Damned just kind of confirms this. Okay, so Ingot Chewer is the 4th card in Yard. Songs go songs, Dark Ritual. I'm at 5. That should be more than enough to kind of take it from there. So we cast with Evoke. Right? Cast Ingot Chewer with Evoke. No targets. Lotus Petal. We go black for... I think we're supposed to go Dark Ritual first, just in case. Yeah, we go Dark Ritual. Songs of the Damned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we go Cabal Ritual. for enough. Then what we do is we Balustrade Spy ourselves. Bang, that's it. All right, beauty. You combo off. Hit yourself. Mill ourselves. Then what we do is we hit them with that Songs of the Damned. Then we hit them with that good stuff right there, that good stuff. And then we could Dregscape. Back up, Dregscape. One more Dregscape, just in case. Just do the due diligence, sorry. Dread Return. Targeting Lotleth Giant. 1, 2, 3. Bang, bang. All right, and GG's. That's it. So, played it patient, got there with the combo. In situations like this, you can see how there is a corner case with Manamorphose could help us. In corner cases where, like, you know, we generate like a crap ton of mana, we could Manamorphose. In this case, obviously, it would kill us. Like, we don't want to draw into this, but when you're generating a boatload of mana, it could help. Well, okay, I shouldn't say upsetting, but this is game 2 of like match 3. First game, no audio recorded whatsoever. I ended up taking the loss anyway. This is mono black. All right, so I decided not to bring in any Ingot Chewers, which might be to my disadvantage, but I felt like I could race these. Now we're gonna mulligan this. It was a close game though, I will say that. We ended up like going for it, but then they ended up having like 1 mana removal, destroy one of our creatures. We had Destroy the Evidence, not Balustrade Spy as our win condition. So it was actually really close. This hand, does a whole lot of nothing for a hot minute. They mulligan 2. I'm gonna keep this. Drop. I mean, probably just drop Ent, right? So you drop Ent because there is a world where you cast Troll of Khazad-dûm and you just win with Mega Menace. But this is a mono black deck. Like, they can't really kill our black creatures. So in this case, cast by revealing your hand. We're not really going off turn 1. Nothing that crazy. But we could do some funky stuff. Yeah, Relic off the top. Yeah, I don't think we get there. Yeah, the land grant. Yeah, especially with Relic out, I didn't bring in. So it's probably my mistake not bringing in things. I figured I could try and beat it, but to be fair, we're close. We're close. But now they're not gonna tap out. This isn't fast enough. Yeah, now they're not gonna tap out. Okay, that's insane. All right, well, I guess they see the fact that we're not going off. Like, I guess. Can I Cabal Ritual? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and these just cycle. I'll probably never get Threshold. So I just play Wild Cantor pass. I'll probably never get Threshold. So I just need to like have the Wild Cantors generate mana for me. As it not generate mana. Like, I mean, like when I'm using them, they're not cycling. I have my land untapped. I wonder what, like, I've always wondered what like the construction of stuff like 2-land Spy is, you know? Like how something like that would go off. See, now they'll never tap out. They'll always have the thing up. So this is just bad sideboarding on my part. They got us good in round 1. I will say that. So we'll keep going. There is an opportunity. There is maybe an opportunity. Like, maybe I just cast Troll of Khazad-dûm. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try and win with Troll of Khazad-dûm. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go for the alt win con because of my bad sideboarding. Sure. I could have sacked it for like the Generous Ent. Would have held up still. Nah, you know what? I'll just give it to them. It's fine. Let's just go to game 3. Missed my audio in game 1 anyway. Like, it was a tough call. All right, game 4. Let's just do that. Going into game 4, this hand Has a Dregscape Zombie in hand, Dark Ritual, Lotus Petal, Tinder Wall. There's a lot of like the correct check boxes, and I think I have to keep this because I have Mana Generation, Lotus Petal, Tinder Wall. Like, even though there's a Dregscape Zombie here, like, there's a lot of things going right with this hand. It's just, oh, I wish this Dregscape Zombie, I wish it was like a Faithless Looting. Like, this being like Faithless, if we draw a Faithless Looting, that'd be huge here. Walls. Okay, it's gonna be like a 2 ships passing in the night type of situation, but let's do it. 2 combo decks. One is more consistent than the other, so one is more consistent than the other. So we are just going to shuffle ourselves away again. I'm gonna put both of those into the yard. So if we draw like, if we draw Cabal, then we draw it. Then we have 2 cards in yard. Lotus Petal, that's 4, Tinder Wall's 5, Dark Ritual 6. I mean, I have 2 Dark Rituals. It's 7, like it's enough. I just need an enabler. I have more than enough mana to go off, I think, regardless of which one I draw. So I just need to draw one. Okay, I have like 2 more turns. Okay, so the Cabal is there. So we'll play the Tinder Wall. So it's really just who can get there first. If I can draw an enabler, I win. Yup. Kyrian Ranger. There's the Axebane. So it's really like if they have the tutor, they go off this turn. Yeah, so on top. So they go off next turn, sorry. But there's the Axebane. So Winding Way. The Shield Wall Sentinel is there. Yep, the Shield Wall Sentinel is there. That is... Okay, they're going to play the other Axebane. So they go off next turn. I need it here. I need it here. Yep. Come on, Enabler off the top. Enabler off the top. Come on. Wow. I don't even have a way to dig through. See, this is where stuff like Faithless Looting would be nice. It's not even like I have the Manamorphose, which would have been the slot for additional Faithless Lootings. I don't have a way to go off. I don't know. I just have to hope they don't see it. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to do here. Pass right through. Just hope they don't see it. But I mean, they drew the Axebane Guardian, so. Yup. Or not the Axebane, the Shield Wall Sentinel to tutor. Yep, the Drift of Phantasms gets the untapper. To be fair, it is a lot of mana. They need something to sink it all into. So, do they have that? They played Shield Wall, Drift of Phantasm. They have Freed From. Okay. So you have a lot. Okay, all right. I won't make you go through it. All right, there it is. So for those of you unaware, in Valakut Invoker, they have the Infinite on their side. Okay. Cool to see decks like this go off. Cool to see decks like this go off. So in a matchup like this, I always have to remind myself, like, okay, Pauper. Own a Goldfish. Pauper Metal. What type of hate are they bringing in against us? Okay. Walls combo. Okay. On the screen, you'll just kind of click in. So so it's kind of life gain. It's kind of just life gain. Like they could bring in like something like Nylea's Disciple to gain life. They could bring in like mana leaks and stuff, but yeah, like it's a life gain, which is tough. There's no cost to cast this spell. Mill yourself over. I don't know if there's much we're doing against that. To be fair, I could bring in Pyroblast against Freed from the Real. I think that's like my best option. Pyroblast against Freed from the Real is an option. So I think I might choose that, like over like playing a little slower. I'm fine with that. Bring in the Freed from the Real. I don't know, maybe they bring in like mana leaks against us or something once they're able to like go off. So take out the trolls. I kind of do want the Street Wraiths. It's like the same. Well, oh, so I go spell this time. Spell for spell. Let's drop spell for spell. Faithless Looting, I think, is gonna have value here. Let's drop like a Cabal Ritual, not a land grant, maybe a Manamorphose. Manamorphose seems like our weakest card. but it is going to help us fix. So I'm going to actually drop 2 of those. Yeah, I'm going to drop 2 of those. Maybe it's better to drop Songs of the Dam, but it is 1 cheaper. So a hand like this, land grant, way to get our land. We just need an enabler. We have double Pyroblast. I'm actually going to jam this. I'm going to jam this. Like, I understand the Generous Ent is kind of dead, but Simian Spirit Guide, double land grant, like they're mulliganing hard here. And I'm opting for the fact that they're not bringing in hard graveyard hate. It's life gain. So another thing to keep in mind is that, like, hey, they're bringing in all that stuff, but I also need a clock. And if I cannot beat them on how much life they've gained, then it's going to be tough. Llanowar Elves. Why is that played in walls? Okay. Yeah, so yeah, at this point we just hold back. Like, we can counter the Freed from the Real, which is huge game for us, and they see that. They just don't know what we drew here as the mystery card. I'm just going to cycle away the Generous Ent. It's always nice to just be able to put cards away. On top, play the land. Yup. Axebane is cool. We're just gonna cycle. Yup. All right, and then we keep going. Wild Cantor, I mean, I guess is a draw. Don't want to use it if we don't have to, but again, the double Pyroblast is nice with the interaction. Like, we have time to slowly, hopefully, we have time to slowly kind of cycle those cards away. All right, Overgrown Battlements. Axebane. Colors. Blue and red. On top. Interesting. Kinda happy, like, I'm fine with them doing this. Like, I'm fine with this. Generate all the mana you need and do that. Like, I don't really, like, venture into the dungeon. I don't really care. Okay. This isn't like infinite yet. Just a ton of mana. Okay. That's fine. Do your venturing. Okay. Gain 1 life. Create a treasure. Cards you may play them. Create scry. Yeah, dungeon's not a common thing I have. Usually it's the initiative people work with in Pauper. Okay, that's fine. Okay. If we need to do something about that, we will. But for now, nothing. Okay. Not an enabler. Not an enabler. We are drawing really bad here. I'm wondering if it's, I don't know. You have 8 of them. You have 8 enablers. Like, we're going to reach the point of almost hitting a quarter of our deck here. Okay. They could go a fair ways through their dungeon. That's fine with me. They have 1 card in hand. Yup, blue, blue, blue. Activate, yeah, transmute, that's fine. I'm gonna counter that. So I'm actually gonna sack one of these. I'm gonna save the Simian Spirit Guide. I think I'm supposed to save the Simian Spirit Guide. Maybe not. No. Let's just counter if it's blue. You're not going infinite. You can use as much mana as you want to venture through the dungeon, but that's a slow effect. That's a slow effect. Now they're just top decking. And now we're playing like a quote unquote, like, this is like a fair deck playing against a combo deck, and my top decks are much more powerful. But once they draw a combo piece, then it's a combo deck. So I don't know. You know, ignore what I'm talking about here. Let them venture through their little dungeon. Scry 1. Create a treasure. Scry 2. You can, like, exile and stuff. Like, there's some things that they can do here. Yep. There's some things that they can do. Yep. Probably go goblin route. Yep. Honestly, might just be valuable to kill it. It might actually be valuable just to kill it, which I think I'll do. They scry 2 here. Dark Ritual is not helpful. If they want to do all this stuff, they got to do it now. Like, I want them to do it now. They have a forest in hand. So both my interaction pieces are gone. Now they have to, like, they're going to scry 2. They can't really draw cards. They're going to go through each one of these. Do they go through each one of these dungeons or like, no, I think they have to like actually venture through. What is that? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that's fine. So like, yeah. I mean, the Llanowar Elf can attack. Folks, this is painful. Like, I can win. I can win here. Like, and I don't want to attack here because look, the Galvanic Alchemist is a 1/4. They can start attacking. I'm not blocking. They gotta know that. Like, I'm not blocking. Like, at least that dungeon is going nowhere. Okay. All right. Now we're talking business. All right. So, Generous Ent in the yard. Wild Cantor, Dark. I have a bunch of Dark Rituals. Yeah, I have to just win here. Black. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Let's go red. Destroy the evidence on here. Right. They concede? No? Alright. Songs of the Damned. Dregscape. I guess they just want to see what we're doing. Dregscape. And then Dregscape. And then Dread Return. Targeting. Ooh, the classic combo. We get there. Balustrade. Lotleth Giant. 1, 2, 3. Bring that back. Hit you in the face. -2. All right, you like to see it. All right. It's really just life gain that they're going to bring it against us. So far, that's all we saw. Again, 2 ships passing in the night by the looks of it. So what we can or can't do. Land grant, destroy the evidence. I think we have to, like, Day Mulligan, like, I think we have to keep, like, I hate the fact that I keep having to go off of destroy the evidence. Like, not only does it cost 1 more in mana, it costs 1 more for the Dread Return. Like, I need more mana. Like, it just costs 2 more mana from what it feels like for the whole combo itself. So that is the unfortunate thing. Okay, we didn't naturally draw the land, but that's fine. Play that, play that. Cycle this away. Okay. So Tinder Wall and Lotus Petal are big. Those are big cards. Tinder Wall especially just because we have a Songs of the Damned available to us. Yep. On tap. Play another creature. Tap. Play a 1 mana creature. Okay. Nothing too crazy just yet. I still have turns. That's a pretty good draw too. The tricky thing is though, with the Dregscape in my hand, I need to be careful about the mana that I'm counting. With the Dregscape in my hand, it gets a little awkward. I have to keep a creature out or cast this zombie. So I kind of just have like 2 Dark Rituals in hand. Well, no, one's going to be a little bit more. If they don't play Axebane, I'm like largely okay. Yeah, if they don't play Axebane, I'm largely okay. So Valakut Invoker, Drawbridge, creatures you control gain haste. Okay, that, can they go off here? That is a scary thing. Okay. Yup. Okay, so I have to go off here, I believe. Played one of these. They played the drawbridge. I have to go off here. I'm wondering if they have like a mana leak or something like that. I don't know why the deck would play that, but some type of interaction. Oh, they just messed up. They literally just messed up. Okay, I'm gonna take the win. I think we could have gotten there next turn. Like, what would I have drawn? What would can I just like draw a card? I would have been to destroy the evidence. That's a meme. Okay, all right. I'll take it. I believe we're 2-2. So let's see if we can't get the 3-2. Final game of the league with Woodland Spy, and I have one of the most unkeepable hands I've ever seen. We're gonna mulligan that. Yeah, this is gonna have to work. We'll keep this drop. Wondering if we actually drop a land grant here. Actually, I think it's drop troll because we have a Cabal Ritual. Technically Generous Ent, because if we need a cast troll, then troll's a better card. Unless we're up against burn, then Ent is a better card. That doesn't matter. Run that. Yeah, because if we're playing with Cabal Ritual, land grant just cast for free. So okay, black. So swamp pass. It's interesting. Cast by revealing. Song of the Dam makes me feel like poop for that decision, but it's fine. It cycles. It will cycle. I hate how I just want to go off with Balustrade Spy. I'm done going off with Destroy the Evidence. I'm so done. Stop it. I'm done going off with Destroy the Evidence. Ugh, I'm done going off with Destroy the Evidence. All right. Got the land grant. Double swamp. On like removal or something. Generous Ent. Okay. All right. We're gonna pass through. So this is just gonna be a game of like putting stuff into my. If they do something crazy like an Exhume play, like what are they playing? Okay, swamp cycling. Put that away. No swamp to look for. So I think I can go off next turn. Like you Dark Ritual. Be able to go off here. 1. You Dark Ritual 3. Land Grant 4. Generous Ent 5. Songs of the Dam 6. It's so close. It's so close to going off. All right. One more card. See if we can put one. Like Simian Spear Guide doesn't go into the graveyard. It's so close. All right. Just need types. We just need types in there. See, we need like 5 cards. Simian Spear Guide doesn't go into the graveyard. Interesting. So are they gonna go for like an Exhume play? Because I have a troll too. Haunting Mire. Yeah. I have a troll too. This might be Reanimator, like mono black. Oh no. Okay. Okay, just put this card into the graveyard. Because it could just be playing with removal, which is also really tough. In which case, I'll need a Balustrade. If they're playing with removal up, I'll need a Balustrade Spy to go off or another creature. So I think I can go off here, but again, I think they're playing with removal. This would be the mana I need, I think. No, not really. So I don't want to reveal my hand. Yeah, so I think I have to play around them having at least one, like the Pauper destroy target non-legendary creature. I think I have to play around one of those. 2 of those, I can't afford to, I don't think. Doesn't play around it. I don't know what does, to be honest. What plays around that? What creature do I play? Like I have to like take like it's Balustrade Spy. Truly, it's Balustrade Spy. I'm at 8 cards. It doesn't really matter. No, I don't want to show my hand. I could just discard the land grant. Yeah. I don't need to cast the land grant. Yeah, I need like Balustrade Spy truly here. At some point they will like present something that forces me to go off, but this is mono black. Like I have to play around the interaction. There's also like only so much I could play around too. I could play around like one piece of removal. 2 pieces? Now you're asking for too much. Okay. I'm fine with this. Drop the land grant. Fortunately, I just don't have any red sources in hand. Which makes this kind of tricky. Like, is there a scenario where I could just play a Simian Spirit Guide? Grip Rats. Okay. That's a threat. They're trying to, like, you know, present themselves, like, present a clock. Lotus Petal. I mean, that's a red source. I'm wondering, do I just go for it here? So I could go Dark Ritual, Cabal. Oh no. Dark Ritual, Lotus Petal for red Cabal. 5. Then we destroy the evidence, Songs of the Damned. Cast 1 Simian Spirit Guide. And then like 2 Dregscape Zombies. And then like try from there. But now they have the Crip Rats, which is what also makes it tough. I have to play around 2 pieces of removal. I can't really do that. Do I just make them have it? Or do I just wait until like... I don't even know. So the problem with Crip Rats is like... The problem with Crip Rats is they just kind of activate it, and Dregscapes are like X1s, and they just wipe 2 of them in response to the 3rd being cast. You see what I'm saying? This is such a weird spot. I don't know how to beat this. I actually don't know how to beat this in game 1. Maybe we just go for it and see what happens. Maybe just go for it and see what happens. Maybe they misclick. It's Moto. Maybe they misclick. Red. Black. Dark Ritual. Cabal Ritual. Don't use the red. Destroy the evidence is 5. Yeah, so destroy the evidence. This leaves me with 1 black. Right. Any order. Right, and then put that back over there. We're gonna Songs of the Damned. Yeah, we're gonna Faithless Looting. We're gonna cast Dregscape Zombie. Dregscape Zombie. Dregscape Zombie. They need to activate now. What? Huh? Wait, what? Okay, wait, hold on. Let them... Dread Return, targeting that. Do you have targeted removal? What? Can't, the trigger goes on a stack. You can't kill this in response to that. What? Do you have like instant speed life gain? All my creatures are in there. Should have like 25 damage or something. Activating Crypt Rats is not in your favor either. Did my opponent just mess up? I think my opponent just messed up. Like, what are they supposed to do from here? It's like such a strange situation. Lotleth Giant goes on the stack. I'm gonna check the chat. Nothing in chat. No, I genuinely think they just messed up. They could have activated Crypt Rats. They could have had removal. I don't think this is the type of one-land spy that they were used to. One-land spy played like tutor effects and conjures. Like, it did all this complicated stuff, but Tales of Middle-earth simplified the whole thing. So I think they just F6 through the wrong type of interaction. So hey, Tales of Middle-earth saving me again. All right. Okay, so against this matchup, we are trying to hit. I'm wondering if this is a Haunting Misery matchup. Like, I really don't want to rely on the freaking combo. I think this might be a Haunting Misery matchup, but I don't know if I can really ignore. Like, they're playing. Because that whole thing with Crypt Rats is like, yo, that is nerve-wracking. I'm wondering if I just take out the whole Dread Return thing and just generate a crap ton of mana and just go off that way. I just need more. Well, the problem is I need more resources that way. But they're not going to have counter spells. The spell's going to resolve. I wonder. Because if I bring in like Ingot Chewers for artifact hate, I make this game so much harder for myself. I think maybe we try it. Dread Return. Lotleth Giant. Take out the trolls because of what we're going to bring in. Right? 4 for 4. Woodland Chasm. 3 cards. Let's shave. No, we kind of need Morphose. Maybe like 1 Dregscape, 1 Street Wraith, 1 Songs. Bring in this. I don't know. This is hella weird sideboarding. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think this deck is meant to like try like multiple angles. Like, it's just supposed to sideboard into like one thing. How many times this league have we gone off with Destroy the Evidence? I'm tired of it. It's so hard. Oh, it's so much to think about. Okay. Yeah, this will just have to work. It's so hard. There's so much to think about. All right. I'm gonna wait on the Street Wraiths. They see my hand, it's full of Street Wraiths. They see the Haunting Misery now too. That's the unfortunate thing. They see the Haunting Misery. Okay. Faithless Looting is actually kind of hot. It's actually kind of hot. Because it gets rid of the Destroy Evidence. Songs of the Dam is also ultra powered right now. I'm wondering if I can just go off here. Like, I need to net into 8 mana. That's what I need. I need 8 mana. And then I can go off. So you go Lotus Petal, Tinder Wall, right? Lotus Petal. I'm thinking if I use Faithless Looting here, what would my mystery card be to help me? Lotus Petal, Tinder Wall. Then you create black, red, black, red. You Songs of the Damned. It's not cute. So I think I'm gonna Faithless Looting and try my luck. Manamorphose helps. So I'm actually going to drop the Wild Cantor. Now that I have that, I'm going to drop the Wild Cantor. Cantor. Evidence. Any order. Cantor and Evidence in any order. Okay. So those are nice. The Manamorphose fixes me too. Because I could just go Tinder Wall, Manamorphose. Reckoner's Bargain is a little tricky, but I'm not exiling any Simian Spirit Guides yet, so I have access to a lot more creatures in the yard. So they, okay, so it depends on if they misplay this or not, or if I draw an Ingot Chewer. I might be able to draw into an Ingot Chewer. Tinder Wall, you go black, 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 black. That's 5. You nihil Spellbomb. That's a lot of resources. There's some big windows of opportunity for them to interact. Big windows of opportunity. I think I can afford to wait one more turn. It's not that crazy. It's not that crazy. If I lose all those creatures though, it's kind of unfortunate. But they could very well nihil in response to the Songs of the Damned, because Songs of the Damned is crazy. I lose a lot of resources just casting songs for nothing. They don't need to draw a card. Yeah, it's. And then what I could do is like, see if I can draw an Ingot Chewer here. I could Ingot Chewer, and then in response to them casting it, like activating the nihil, do all my garbage. Like I could cast my Lotus Petal. I could cast my Lotus Petal, Manamorphose, Songs of the Damned, like have all that mana up, then hit myself with Destroy the Evidence, like once the nihil resolves, then cast Haunting Misery. Yep. Yep. There are ways, like if I can find an Ingot Chewer. Ingot Chewer goes crazy here. Ingot Chewer goes crazy here. All right, Cantor it is. Another card in yard. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. There's an opportunity for us to make this happen, and I'm excited for it. What we need here truly is, yeah, we need, that's fine. We need like one Ingot Chewer. Unless they like nihil here. Yeah, I was gonna say if they nihil here, there's not much I'm doing. I just have to rebuild. It's not the end of the world, but it's really bad. Play Avenging Hunter, puts a clock on things. Come on, Ingot Chewer off the top. Ingot Chewer off the top goes crazy right now. Ingot Chewer off the top goes crazy. See, now that's a thing too. So another way to generate mana. But it may not be enough. So if I go Lotus Petal, that's 4 total mana. No, 3 total mana that I have out of here. Sacrifice Tinder Wall, I'm at 5. I have 5 mana access. I could then cast Dark Ritual. I could then cast Cabal Ritual. See if they react. So I'm at 5. I then go back up to, I use 2. I'm at 8. Exactly. That's enough to go off. Like I could just react. You see what I'm saying? And then like get the mana that I need. This gives me 5, 6 at that point. So I might just do it. I think I'm supposed to go for it here. Thing is they can't really react. So I think I'm relatively safe here. So go... we don't want to use black for that, so we want to go... red... black... Cabal. Will they let me songs for 5? I'm wondering if I'm doing this in the right order. They have to activate this at some point. The question is, do I have enough creatures to go off? I don't know that math off the top of my head. Which is why I'm kind of trying to save the Tinder Wall. It's like one more creature. You see what I'm saying though? But like the resolution of Haunting Misery gets around this. So if they do this, I can't really sack the Tinder Wall. Makes it really tough. The thinking here. Because they know. Yeah, okay. So yeah, they gotta do it here. So I'm gonna take full control. Sacrifice. Mill myself. Any order. Haunting Misery, do I have enough? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 21, 22, 23, 24. Let's go! X is 24. X is 24, baby. We played around the graveyard hate. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. The 3-2. Let's go. Ooh, we played around the graveyard hate, baby. Oh, wow. That's some Pauper for you. One-Land Spy does not fold to graveyard hate. Come on. You just got to play around it. This was a great league. Wow. Whew.